Harvey Weinstein, yes, you've heard. In the last 24 hours, this story has exploded. It's getting worse by the minute. People are coming out of the woodwork with accusations. First, off this morning, his wife, Georgina, says she's out. She's done. I know. The women are, and she expressed her sorrow for the pain that has been caused to all these women. Her last name is Chapman. She tells the People magazine that she is ready to leave her husband behind. They have kids. It's not an easy situation, but I think most American women are thinking, who could blame her, right? This comes as the number and the seriousness of the allegations against Weinstein keeps growing. A string of actresses now, including Angelina Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow, others, many others who you would know, are now stepping up saying that this mogul also sexually harassed them. Other accusations reportedly go so far as to say that he forced them into sex. Some women are claiming forcible sex, claims that Weinstein denies unequivocally. Now, we're able to actually hear Weinstein, in his own words, trying to coerce a model into his hotel room. The incident was recorded during a New York Police Department sting operation. There was a sting operation a couple of years ago. The New Yorker magazine and Ronan Farrow have now made this recording public. Here it is.
Don't have a fight with me in the hall. Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Please come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave, when the guy comes with my jacket, you can go.
Yesterday you touched my wrist.
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that. Come on.
Are you used to that?
Yes, come in.
No, but I'm not used to that.
I won't do it again. Come on. Sit here.
It's chilling, right? Weinstein was not criminally charged after that incident. Joining me now to discuss it all, NBC News legal analyst Ari Melber. Welcome, Ari. Come on in.
How you doing?
This is all anybody's talking about. Even if you didn't know who Harvey Weinstein is, and you know his movies for sure, Pulp Fiction, Shakespeare in Love, Emma, which starred Gwyneth Paltrow, which is one of the reasons, she's now saying I was 22 at the time. I went through something similar with him. Want to get this on the record. His spokesperson, Harvey Weinstein's spokesperson, says this: any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Weinstein. Mr. Weinstein has further confirmed there were never any acts of retaliation against any women for refusing his advances. Mr. Weinstein obviously can't speak to anonymous allegations, but with respect to any women who have made allegations on the record, Mr. Weinstein believes that all of these relationships were consensual. So is his story changing now from what he first said?
His story has started to change. There's some contrition, but clearly not enough. And there's a denial because he is clinging to what he needs probably legally to say he doesn't believe there was any problem. For him, though, the problem is so many different accusers telling similar stories that there was not consent.
First, it was like it was like 8 women, and he sort of dismissed it as, well, some of them are crazy, and I'm a dinosaur, and I came up in the 60s and 70s. So sorry for any bad behavior, but, whatever. Then we get this escalation, of now, in Ronan Farrow's piece, women alleging rape, which he's denying explicitly. The board of directors and where they stand on his company, because they're claiming they didn't know anything about it. They say this: Weinstein Company's board of representatives are shocked and dismayed by the recently emerged allegations of extreme sexual misconduct and sexual assault by Harvey. These allegations come as an utter surprise to the board. Any suggestion that the board has knowledge of this conduct is false. And yet there's a real question about how many people, whether there was a cover-up and how many people engaged in it, if so.
Right, and we know that Mr. Weinstein and the company was involved in all these settlements, which include these gag orders, telling these women, well, we don't admit wrongdoing, but we will pay you, but you have to essentially be quiet about this forever. And I think the other big point here that you're raising is, what is the company's responsibility? I think they have large legal liability for suits from individual women or even a class action, because the New Yorker documented how the company and its staff appeared to know about this and try to make it go away rather than address it.
They said that the New Yorker reported that they used the young women, the assistants, as, quote, honeypots. So, oh, Harvey wants to meet with you. Oh, you don't want to come? Oh, well, the assistant will be there. And then you sit down and the assistant suddenly has to leave. And, used as lures was the allegation. The company's saying they're going to cooperate with the investigators. They say they're doing their own independent investigation. But there's also the practical matter of whether Harvey Weinstein might face legal charges against him for, women are alleging rape. And B, whether they can survive as an economic matter. Let's say they didn't know. Are you ever going to look at a Weinstein Company movie the same way again? Why didn't they know?
Right. Why didn't they know, and why didn't they do something? And how many people did they pressure to be a party to it, which legally is bad because over the long run it goes to how many people had this on their minds, had reason to know, or were going forward with it. As for potential charges, you played the tape. The NYPD did look at one particular case. In New York, just this year, for the first time, they started ending expiration dates, meaning no more statute of limitations for women who make charges of sexual misconduct in the first degree. And so that's a big change that people are pushing for, given what we as a society have learned over time about how long sometimes it takes for people to come forward. The fact that a charge is old doesn't make it any less true.
This is a clarion call for their industry. These other movie shops and companies need to be introspective. Now is the time to clean shop and get honest about what's been going on in there, as documented by these actresses who have come out and said many have experienced a climate like this where they thought they had to shut up and do what was asked of them in order to get parts or continue working. It isn't right. Ari, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, in much more pleasant news, we want to tell you about a big sighting of a little bump in the UK. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. NBC News foreign correspondent Keir Simmons is live in London's Hyde Park with the news that has all the royal watchers on the edge of their seats. Keir, it's great to see you. The Duchess is expecting and finally has made it shown. She's shown us her baby bump, which is really like me on a bad day.
Yeah, she's Kate Middleton, so of course she looked amazing. She was wearing a baby blue outfit that costs apparently around $1,000 from a British fashion house, and Prince William was wearing a blue tie as well, which has people saying maybe were they sending a message that George and Charlotte have a little brother on the way?
Seriously?
Incidentally, maybe. It seems unlikely, right? But incidentally, Kate walks in this park, in this royal park, Megyn. So if you hung around here for long enough, you might be able to ask her. Or you'd get arrested, one or the other. But you'd have Ari there to help you out of jail.
That's right. He could defend me. It's like, I see no bump, right? It looks like maybe a little bit too much egg. Egg in the morning. I don't know. Before I let you go, is she still experiencing morning sickness?
Right.
Do we know? Because she's had it bad.
Yeah, she really is, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why she was out with William and Harry, because they are such close friends. When you're privately with William and Kate, they're much more like Harry. They relax, they like joking around. So that was a safe place to be, and the charity that she was out for mental health, she really cares about. So I think it was a night to be able to say, here I am, I am pregnant, but I'm still trying to get my job done, still trying to work, and we think maybe the birth sometime next year.
Yay, so exciting. Keir, thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.